Welcome, foolish mortals.
Time to be turning around. If only you could.
'Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Hey, Henry, what's holding you up? Let's get on with the show. We can't hang around here all day.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
There's no turning back now.
This is the greatest show!
It's coming on the Travel Advisors. With the runaways are running tonight. Impossible comes true. It's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
Now it's time for the WDW Beyond the Gates podcast with your hosts, Michael Hurley and Gary Aruda.
This is the greatest show.
That's right. This is the WDW Beyond the Gates podcast, episode number 561, recorded from the D. Fauntleroy Studios in Kent County, Rhode Island, and sunny Southwest Florida. I'm your host, Gary, joined, as always, by my co-host, my cousin Mike down in Florida. How you doing today, Michael?
I'm doing well.
That's good. Did you have a good Christmas?
I did.
Yeah. How'd the feast turn out? We talked about it last week.
Yep, the food was good. It was a hit. I did the shrimp cocktail, as you mentioned.
Okay. Now, did you buy raw shrimp and boil them, or did you get the pre-cooked ones?
What I did, I screwed up. I got I got the pre-cooked ones.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
She did for Christmas Eve. She did shrimp scampi, and I bought the cooked ones as well. And she said that when she cooks it in the butter, it overcooks.
Oh, so you need the
scampi. She wants the raw shrimp. So
raw for the scampi, and then you need the cook. Oh, okay. Well, sure, it was still fine.
Everything was good. Yeah.
Now, did you eat the pasta fazool, or did you save it for yourself?
He didn't bring any, and let's backdrop. Let's put a backdrop. I did confirm with Kristen. She said that she didn't have any, but her mom had some.
Okay.
And Bill didn't have any because he made it, because he has a batch at home. So the mom had some. So she said that I did kind of share.
Oh, okay.
She said, but then I did put the top on it and put it in the refrigerator. So it's
kind of a iffy situation.
Yeah, what I said last week is kind of true, but I did offer like maybe to one person. Then Bill, you got some at home, so you're not having any.
You already put it in the fridge. No one wanted any of this, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, so he didn't make it. He's beautiful. He brought his own. He did a BYOB. He brought his bourbon.
Oh,
his
geez.
bourbon in a Starbucks cup.
No, he didn't bring a bottle. He just brought it in the.
He's got like the top, like the cork top.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a beauty. And I asked him, I said, "Where's the pasta vajoule?" Again, I got no pride. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks for bringing the bottle of wine. I don't drink that. Where's the pasta vajoule?
Nothing. So you did. What'd you end up with? Did you get a rib roast or?
Yeah, I did a ribeye roast. Did like an 8-pound ribeye roast. Yeah, it came out really good.
What'd that thing set you back?
105.
105. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
For 8 pounds?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We got a lot of leftovers, so it was fine.
Yeah. Came out good, nice and rare.
Yeah, it came out really good. You know what I did too? Like usually I sear it in my cast iron and then put it on the roasting pan. People said to take butter out and get it to room temperature and throw some herbs on it and then spread that on the outer.
Makes like a crust kind of.
It makes a crust. And then, this recipe that I really like, it says do it at 500 degrees, 5 minutes a pound. So I did it at I did 500 degrees for 40 minutes, and then I turned it down to 325
for like a couple hours or whatever.
And then it just slow cooks it, for about an hour and a half, and it slow cooks it and breaks up all the fat. But it was beautiful.
Nice. You did the potato. You said potatoes,
mashed potatoes, string beans. We did an antipasto.
Did you try the lemon on the string beans?
I did not do that because you told me to hold back.
Yeah, next you got to do a test batch. Yeah.
So can I bring something up? I went to a football game today.
Yeah.
Went to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. First NFL game I've been to in years.
Mm-hmm.
It's very catchy because when the Bucs get a first down, they'll do a first down, Tampa Bay. Move those chains. Move those chains. Move those chains. Woo! So a couple in front of us, like their girlfriend had no idea what was going on.
They do that every time?
every time they get a first down.
That's annoying.
So it's annoying. And I'm sitting there. I'm neutral. I could care less who wins this game. By the third quarter, Kristen and I were doing it. It was so damn catchy. And she said she's probably going to be doing it at work tomorrow. It was one of those.
Just gets in your ear.
It just gets in your ear. But anyways, I don't know how to approach this, but it's concerning, and it has to do with cheerleaders.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And
Is this something we need to take offline, or is this?
No.
Okay.
We're probably we might lose a couple of sponsors, but I don't care. So, how long has it been since you've been to like a pro football game or college?
The college game I've been to probably in the last 10 years. A pro game, I don't even know.
I think the last time was either a Vikings-Jets game or I saw Kansas City and Jacksonville down at Arrowhead.
I went to a preseason Giants-Patriots game right when Gillette Stadium first opened.
All right, so it's been
20
a long
years
time.
ago.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, the cheerleaders, especially the college cheerleaders, like they'd have the females and the males were always the one that like lifted them up and brought them down and caught them.
Yeah.
Well, the Buccaneers cheerleaders have males, but they're pom-pom males parts. Like I've never seen this. And Kristen's like, what? I don't know. Like they have pom-poms.
Yeah.
And they
So
wear,
they're not
like,
doing
and they
the
wear
lifting.
like, yeah, they don't do the lifting. Like they dance with the pom-poms, and they have like Richard Simmons shorts, and like they do the high kicks. And I text Alex. I said it's apparently like I've been out of the loop, but I'm unaware of what the heck was going on when.
They're trying to get to a new audience, Pards. They need some eye candy for the ladies at the game too. They want to expand their female audience,
right? But these eye candies aren't necessarily for the ladies.
Okay, so they're trying to expand a different audience then.
Okay, so yeah, but have you ever seen this?
No,
I've never seen the pom poms.
No, I mean I believe you.
Yeah,
I haven't been to a pro sporting game in 15 years, maybe.
I just don't know if there was a lawsuit that I didn't hear about, but it was not that it was strange. It was just I've never seen it before. It was just interesting. Can we?
You can say whatever you want.
You can say is interesting.
I'm just going to abstain.
Okay.
From commenting on anything on that. I don't know.
Jeff's never seen like the pom poms. Like it's new.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was
I know. Remember the Washington Redskins? Oh, I'm sorry, you can't say that anymore. the Washington football team.
Yeah,
they had like the fat, ugly guys that would come out and do like cheerleading for them.
Yes, of course I do. Yes, I remember that.
So it wasn't like that.
Negative.
Okay.
No, this was real. This wasn't like a Saturday Night Live skit. Like this was.
Okay.
I wanted to laugh, and then I said I can't laugh because I might get thrown out of here.
You could get Alex's season tickets taken away.
Ticket. I even texted him. I said, "What do you think the over/under is? Is that Kristen gets drunk and revokes you?" Yeah, I could get his season tickets if I make a off-cover run.
Yeah, all right.
So, anyways, before we move on,
yes,
I've got some exciting news.
Okay, are you joining the cheerleading group for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
No, I am not. I am not.
Not that exciting then.
Not that exciting. Yours truly is in the field of the Sarah Bay member guest.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's good news.
Yes, that's good news.
Are you going to invite Gary Cole?
No. I mean, I could, but I don't think so.
All right.
Are you going to be able to? You got the meat sweats right now?
A little bit. You might have to send me some dates. I got to start planning my.
Yeah, it's typical March. Like I'll get the dates, but I think this could be a problem because I was in last year, and like the year before I had the wait list. Remember?
Right.
So I think I might be at that seniority where
you're in every year, though.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well,
and like I said, like we've finished the last couple times, and maybe you should switch things. I'm determined. I'm hellbent. We're going after this thing. I'm tired of getting beat by these Richard Veal Sultan-Boca Humphrey. When his nephew shoots 119, he drums us by himself. I'm done with this crap.
Are you concerned that I haven't played golf since the member guest last year?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I'm a little concerned. I haven't put a T in the ground in a long time.
That could be a good thing.
Could be really bad too.
It could be really bad.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So things to ponder. Should we get into our show right now?
Yeah, we
Pards?
should
Seem
probably
like
get
you're really
into the show.
interested in talking
That's like
strategy or
heart
who
palpitations.
should hit our T-ball first.
We'll take that offline. Oh boy. All right. So last week we did a trip review for my weekend up at Walt Disney World. And you started a trip the day I left, so we're going to do your trip review for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Yes.
right before Christmas. And you were getting in before the annual passes have the blackouts.
Yep, a good week before. Yep.
Yeah, and Candlelight Processional. That was kind of the main motivator. You want to go up at Christmas time.
Mhm.
Love the Candlelight
Yeah.
Processional.
Yep.
But talk about it. What did you end up?
So we got up there, and we're not going to talk about the resort stay because it was a DVC stay, and I really want to talk about where I stayed at Riviera. But we had an early, kind of like yours, dining reservation. We had about a 4:05. Wasn't that yours?
Oh, mine was
over in
lunch.
Germany?
Mine was
Yours was
12:45.
lunch, straight up lunch. Yeah. So we had a 4:05 over at
The
the
Cellier. correct?
Cellier.
You haven't been there in a long time.
No, it's been a long time since we've been there.
Now, I knew there was a very low chance we were going to see you on Sunday because you had that early Epcot and you had to
Yes.
be there. And I didn't know how early you'd leave the homestead, but we didn't get to see you. There was no overlap there.
And that's, by the way, we have some stuff for the kids. And Kristen said that she was hoping to see you guys where we could
Yeah.
do something for the birthday and Christmas, but we still haven't forgotten
That's okay.
the two
I-
youngsters. So
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm not worried about that. So you got there, and now did you check in first, or did you head right to Epcot?
we did check in. We
Okay.
checked in first. And yeah, the room was ready. So
Beautiful.
and then we headed over to Epcot.
Skyliner, presumably.
Skyliner.
Right into Canada. That's a nice.
It's
quick jaunt.
it's an easy walk.
Mhm.
You only have to go through the United Kingdom.
What time did you get there approximately? Like, did you go just right for dinner, or did you get there a little early?
Yeah, we pretty much got there right for dinner.
Okay.
And we were there pretty much. Yeah, I mean, almost early. I think we were there like at. I think it was a 4:10, and we were there at like 4:08, which is
Okay.
unlike us to be 2 minutes early for a dining reservation. Gave them the information. We sat there maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then they texted me and seated us.
Now, this was the dining package for the Candlelight Procession.
Yeah, the Candlelight Processional dining package. You are
So
correct.
it's not prefixed, but it's appetizer, entree.
It's not an appetizer.
No appetizer. Entree, dessert,
No
and drink?
appetizer. Yes.
Okay. So what did you end up going with?
So I paid out of pocket. I got a wedge salad because I think I
okay.
texted you guys. I said I've always wanted to have a good wedge salad at a steakhouse.
How was it?
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It had that big head of lettuce, and you just
Mhm.
cut it. Right amount of blue cheese dressing. Oh, it was delicious. Everything was fresh.
Bacon on it, I assume.
Yes, the bacon, the little plum tomatoes.
Yeah.
Really good. Really, really, really good. And then you know me, I'm not a day drinker, but if you're gonna get an alcoholic beverage, I asked them what they had on tap. I got a Canadian beer. I got a Molson.
Oh, Molson Canadian.
Little Molson Canadian on tap.
Nice.
And it's one of those, it took me a while to drink, like a Bud Light that goes down like water. This is a good. Do you like Canadian beer?
I drink Moosehead a lot. I get
Yeah,
that one all the
Moosehead.
time.
I like Labatt's is a good
Yeah.
beer, I think. They're all similar, but it was good. And she got a glass of wine.
Did
and
she get an appetizer, or she just went with the
She did
entree?
not. No.
No, okay.
And I even said I'll split something with you. She's like, no, it's gonna be a lot of food. So we
Could-
both got go ahead.
Because she doesn't like blue cheese, so she wouldn't have had
Yeah,
the
she would
salad,
not
right?
have. She
Yeah,
would
yeah.
not have. And it was between that, and I wanted a Canadian
Onion
soup.
soup. Yeah.
I wanted that the Canadian
the cheddar beer soup.
the cheddar beer soup, but I've been craving like a wedge salad.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I was going to eat a lot of garbage on this trip, so I
Good
wanted
start. Get a nice base.
Mhm. So then we both got New York strips,
Okay.
which were really good, and then I got a side because now you get a free side,
Oh, okay.
so it's not a la carte. So I got the medley mushrooms.
Ooh.
I like the mushrooms.
Yeah, that's a good pick with the
Yeah, that's
steak.
a good pick.
Were they done well?
They were really good. Yeah,
Good.
they were done really well.
What'd Susie get for her steak?
She got a strip too. And what did she get?
I know they have like a good mac and cheese there.
She got the mac and cheese, I
Did
think.
she? Okay.
Yep, that's what she got. And I tried it, and it was good.
Now, how would you compare? So, Le Cellier's technically a signature now.
Yeah.
Is it? Did they step up their steak game? Do you think? Is it a good quality steak? Or
I thought it was good. Kristen thought it was maybe a 7 out of 10.
okay,
I'd give it an 8 to 8.5. We both agreed that Shula's is better.
yeah,
Shula's is a lot more expensive.
sure,
This was like, $65 with a side, where Shula's, I don't even know what it is, but it's probably 70 easy with
Just
no
the steak.
side.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, I would definitely go back. It was good. It was very good. Then we had desserts, and I was done at this point, so we ended up just bringing it back. But we got a chocolate cheesecake,
Mm.
and we both got the chocolate cheesecake, and it was freaking amazing.
Their desserts are pretty good, if I remember correctly. There,
Yeah, because they're known for their maple creme brulee,
that's right. Yeah,
and I just wasn't in the mood for that. But I do like cheesecake, and both tastes were very subtle.
Mm.
So you could taste the chocolate, you could taste the cheese, but it wasn't like one of those overpowering cheesecakes.
gotcha. Yeah, because sometimes the chocolate ones are too chocolatey, or the
Correct.
cheesecake is too
Yep.
much cream cheese. Yeah,
One of the better desserts I've had in a long time. And then it had like some like chocolate on
shavings.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what else did it have? It had something else in that chocolate. Like kind of like not like a peanut butter brittle, but like a caramel
Oh, okay.
toffee crunchy kind of thing on the
Oh,
chocolate.
that's cool.
Yeah,
I
it was
see what
really
you're saying.
good. Really good.
That's probably the only one that would have traveled well too of the desserts they had,
Exactly. Yeah.
because like
Because
the creme brulee would have
can
been
get a little
garbage.
mushy. So then we had some time. So we went to the front and we did Soren was like 5 minutes, so it was a walk on.
wow.
And then we didn't necessarily want to do Living with the Land because
Yeah.
we wanted it to be totally dark. But it was like at that hour, it was like 6 o'clock, so it was like past dusk.
Right.
So you were still going to be able to see that
See the lights.
that
really well.
overlay.
Yeah.
But it's still better to go maybe around like the 7 to 8 o'clock time when it's
Sure.
really pitch black. But did you guys end up doing that? I forget.
No,
Yeah,
it was like we were in the land and it wasn't even open yet, because I don't think it opens till 10 or 11 maybe.
Okay.
And then every time we looked, it was like a 60-minute wait. So we didn't go over there. I kept looking at the app to see if it would get to like 15 or 20 minutes, but it never did.
Okay.
It was always a really long wait, so we ended up skipping it. I wanted to do it. I was going to do it early just to get it out of the way, because we did Soren. We rope dropped Soren. We were just hanging out in there, and it was almost 10 o'clock, and it wasn't open yet, so we
Yep.
just left. But yeah, that's a bummer, because I really did want to go on that with the overlay.
Yeah, it's really good.
What do they call it, like glimmering greenhouses or something?
Yeah, I think that's what they're called. But we didn't maybe they change it because the first couple times we went on, we don't remember them talking about like Christmas cookies, I think I mentioned.
Oh,
In
okay.
a previous episode. So like they talked about what they make and how you use this as a family for desserts and for Christmas cookies. So it's a completely different
Even the
narration.
narration. Oh,
Yeah, from what
okay.
you're normally getting. So it was good. It was really good.
That's good.
So then it was time.
Did you notice they updated Soren?
I did notice that the curvatures weren't as bad.
Yes, in the end scene, they put the new EPCOT area with like the lights at the bottom. You know how they have the new lights on the
Yes.
ground? That's all there now. So they
Yep.
updated that whole scene.
And we noticed also that the scents were a lot better.
So it's funny because we went a couple days before,
And you
one
didn't
day
notice?
before you, and we said the scent seemed muted.
And that's fun, and that's hilarious because I'm like, oh, here they go, they're getting cheap, because for months I didn't notice it, and this last time we went, it was like, wow, oh yes, I smell the Fiji, oh yes, I smell the.
Yeah. So maybe they just refill them at a certain interval, and you hit it.
It's
right.
interesting,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Which Candlelight show did you have? The second one?
We actually had the last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because you figure 4:00, you're done with dinner 5:30 maybe, and
Yeah,
you're
they'd
not
be rushing
really
for
going to
the
be
second one.
you'd be rushing to get in line for the second one. So
Right.
they put us in the third,
Makes
and
sense. 8:15. Yep.
and we were pretty far back, and we got there. People, I asked the sir, get there at whatever 7:00, 7:15, whatever, or 7:30. So we got there at 7:30, and
Which
we
is
were
45 minutes before it starts.
right.
That's
And
a
we were
long time
back,
to be
like you
standing.
said, we were in Morocco, and you said you were even further.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we were in Morocco,
And you start to panic. You're like, I'm not going to get in.
you really do, and everybody said that you're guaranteed, you're guaranteed.
Well, especially the
Morocco-
night before for me, I got shut out of Phantasmic. So I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, here we go again. But no, we got in for that. And great seats, too, we had.
And that's the same thing with us. Like we got in, and the place was empty. Like you don't realize how big this place is because we got in and it was empty. And all right, we'll sit here. Kristen said best seats we've ever had for Candlelight Processional. And
you had Gary Sinise, right?
we had Gary Sinise.
He's awesome.
He was ridiculous.
He'd be my number one choice of
He
who
was
I'd want to see. Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. He was like he you could just tell he cares. It's weird,
Yeah.
but like he was talking about, his son passed away a year or two ago.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he had like this rare form of cancer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So he was diagnosed years ago. He recently passed away, and like he was talking, and he said how much he loved doing this. He said, and things happened, and he really missed doing this. And like some guy like yelled, "We miss you too!" And like everybody just started cheering. Like he was tearing up a few times, but
Yeah.
like he was amazing because he kept like at the end when everybody was cheering, like he would like get off the stage and like like how some guy, they're not arrogant, but it's
Oh,
kind
he
of
wanted it to go to the
Yes.
performers. Yeah.
Yes, and like when he first got up and said, "Hi, I'm Gary Sinise," blah blah, and he said, "How great is this orchestra? How great is this?" Like it was just amazing, and like
He
you
just
could
seems like a humble person.
yes,
Yeah.
and he loved doing it. Like
Mhm.
he had a smile on his face, and I'm like, this kid just died a year ago. Like I'd still be angry, and he still had a smile on his face. He's just amazing. Like the show is just absolutely amazing.
I mean, the show, it doesn't matter who the narrator is,
Really doesn't.
but they can definitely take it to another level.
Yes.
Like it's good no matter who does it, but they can definitely plus it up to another level. And I
Right.
just really respect him for the work he does with his foundation.
Yes.
It's just something that really, and he's been doing the Candlelight for so long too, so he likes it. It's not like something that his publicist said you should do this. It's
Correct.
he's not promoting anything. Not that anyone really does during that, but like he does it because he likes to do it. He probably likes being in Disney with his family
Right.
at that time of year, and it's something that is it comes across for sure. That's why he'd be my number one. I just like the guy, and I respect the stuff he does outside
Right.
of it, and with his foundation where it's not all about the fanfare and bring attention to himself. He brings a literal plane load
Yes.
of families to
Yes.
Disney World
And it's
with
like
his foundation.
we could talk off air, but I've always wanted to do something to donate money to charity.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people do give kids the world, but I kind of like to do the Gary Sinise Foundation,
Mm-hmm.
and we can, figure something out, like how we can raise some money
Yeah,
for
sure.
that foundation. But like when I was there for the DVC meetings, I was getting on the People Mover, and I saw a family with Gary Sinise Foundation T-shirts,
Yeah.
and I saw like a bunch of kids with first visit buttons, and I'm like, "What the heck is?" So I research it, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
just got tears coming down my eyes because I got kids behind me
Yeah.
who are there because of the sacrifice of their mom or dad,
You're right.
and
In the
because of what
service, yeah.
Gary Sinise is doing, and it was just amazing. So at the end of the show, he like, said, "I'm Gary Sinise, I'm from the Gary Sinise." The one thing he did, which was brilliant, when they say, what's the song that they Silent Night, when
Yeah.
they put the white lights on the crowd and everybody
Mhm.
sings, and he turns around, the conductor, and conducts the crowd with the silent. So at the end, he said, "Can we please have active and retired and anybody who serves stand up?" And he's like, "Turn the lights around." So he turns the lights around. Everybody, 30, 50, 100 people stand up.
Yeah.
Everybody gives him an ovation. And he's, said, "Thank you for his service, blah, blah, blah." He said, "I'm with the Gary Sinise Foundation. If you so can, donate to my charity. This is what we do, blah, blah, blah." And then, like he said, "God bless America and Merry Christmas." I'm like, "Ooh, whoa." Those C executives hear that. Like he was just, and he didn't want to get off the stage. He kept like when the choir was singing, he kept like cheering for them and salute. I mean, he's so solid.
Yeah. Seems
He's
like a genuine
such
guy.
a likable guy.
He definitely doesn't seem like a phony. That's for
No,
sure.
no. And he is Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
Is
for
he
sure.
not?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, there were like 3 or 4 times I'm like doing the Forrest Gump, Lieutenant Dan.
It's such a good show, though. The
It's
Candlelight Processional.
it's ridiculous.
They
It's
do a
ridiculous.
great job.
I was watching it on Christmas Eve, and she's yelling, and "You're such a nerd." I'm like, I can't get enough of this. It's so perfect.
The fact that it's all cast members too that do this on their own time and they
Right.
have to audition for it, and like they have all these talented people working in different areas across the company. It's remarkable how they do that. I didn't even realize that. I guess it slipped my mind because when they said that when we were there, I was like, wow, these are all like I thought it was like a local orchestra that they contract to come in, but it's just people that work at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And they practice and they try out for it, and I'm sure it's not easy. It takes a lot of work,
Takes a ton of work.
to get all because it's not just one crew either. Because you're not doing 75 of these things,
Right.
so they have multiple people. Probably half the orchestra does these, and then they're mismatched in there. So I saw a video online, and there was a different conductor, so it's not even the same conductor.
No,
every
yeah,
time.
yeah. Because I watched a few. Like one was from because somebody yelled "Roll Tide," and because I guess he was either from the University of Oklahoma or Alabama or
Yeah,
another school, and somebody's like "Roll Tide," and he kind of like waved to them, and then you hear somebody from the University of Central Florida. Like the few that I've watched, they were
right.
all different maestros. I mean, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing how much talent they have doing different things. But anyway, besides
So like that was that was Sunday. So
that was your first
Monday,
night. Yeah.
yeah, Monday we just basically I got Primo Piatto breakfast.
As one does, yes.
And I brought it up to the room because we kind of wanted room service,
Mhm.
quasi room service. So we brought it up. Food was
Now, do you
excellent.
mobile order when you do Primo Piatto, or do you
Yeah, I
just go
ended
down?
up doing that because we're
Yeah.
just so close. So I did it, and then I don't even have to say. I just say I'm here as I'm putting on my flip flops because
Right,
it
because
takes
you
me
just
like
hit the
3
elevator,
minutes.
but
Yeah, it takes me 3 minutes to get down there. So, and then by the time I get down there, I refill my coffee, grab some napkins, and I'm still waiting 5 or 10 minutes. So.
yeah, they're a little slow, but that's because they do everything to
Yeah,
order.
because I got the croque madame, is it called? And that was excellent. She got, I think, a breakfast sandwich that was excellent.
Mhm.
Then we just went over to Epcot and chilled. We did the cookie stroll.
Yeah. How'd you like
Um,
that?
there were a few that I liked. 1 or 2 I didn't really like. Like I don't like what was one of them? kind of like a candy cane. What's a candy cane?
Yeah, that was in Canada. I didn't like that
Yeah,
either.
we didn't really care. That was probably our least favorite.
That was my least favorite as
Yep.
well.
Yeah, I didn't really care for that. It was
Did
fine.
you have the coffee one?
Is that the one that you had to spread the white cream on?
You didn't have to spread it. It came with it on there. It had like a couple coffee beans on the top.
There was one that had some cream, but like the more you spread on, the better it was.
Oh, maybe it was that one.
But I
don't know.
think I did that coffee one. Yes,
That one
'cause
I
do
liked a
recall
lot.
the beans being on top.
Yeah, that I liked, and then they had a cinnamon chocolate crinkle cookie that was good. I liked that as well.
Pretty much all of them were good. But there was like 2 or 3 where I'm like, yeah, I would buy this again. I would take this
Yeah.
home.
You know what's nice is they're like $3 too. They're not crazy price.
No, they weren't crazy. And some like that the one that we were talking about in Canada, I didn't think was worth it. But there were a few,
No.
like you said, were like some were $4.50, and I'm like, I would have paid $5 or $6 for that. It
Sure.
was, and we split them all because it's a lot of food. Like especially if you're gonna have 6 of them, it's just
Well, yeah, we did. You do 5 of them to get the prize, and we split them 4 ways, and it was plenty. Like,
Yeah.
it was almost too much a couple times. Did you do any of the storytellers while you were at Epcot?
we missed we were missing them. We watched
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit in Italy, and then I went behind there and got that pizza.
Oh, that's right.
And it was ridiculously good. It
Yeah, you
was
sent me the picture, and it
so
looked
good.
like garbage, I had to say.
It was so good. The
Really?
sauce was good. The crust was good. The pepperonis were upside down with grease. The cheese was good. I would definitely give it a try.
Because it looked like the thick bready kind that I really
It
don't like.
was not. It was
Yeah.
not.
Okay, so the picture was deceiving that you sent me.
Yes, because it was good.
Because that reminded me of the stuff I would get in elementary school on the gray tray. The
Yeah, we
pizza.
used to call them elephant skin.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. So,
Yeah.
just a bad picture or a bad representation, I guess.
Yeah, so it was really good. Then we headed back to our room,
Mm-hmm.
and we hung out, just kind of took a little nap, and then headed over to took showers and went over to dinner at Riviera.
Oh, okay, Topolino's.
Topolino's, and we'll talk about that in a later episode.
Oh, they're doing a specific episode for that dinner.
Oh, we're doing a specific episode for the Riviera stay
Okay,
and Topolino's.
gotcha.
Because we did another DVC meeting. I mean, you know me. You know me.
A lot going on.
So then that brings us to Tuesday.
Yeah. Now
Tuesday.
you stayed Sunday night, Monday night, right? So you're
Sunday
checking
night,
out
Monday
Tuesday.
night. Yep.
Okay.
Tuesday night. Yep. So I did mobile order at Caribbean Beach.
Oh,
Yeah.
for breakfast?
Yes.
Okay.
Brought it back again, room service, aka room service. And they had a Caribbean omelet.
Okay.
They had bell peppers, some salsa, some cheddar cheese. It was delicious.
That was good.
It was really good.
How long was the walk?
If you're facing the pool at Riviera and you go to the left and kind of walk over to Caribbean Beach that way, you walk through a couple buildings of Martinique, and then that's their main building.
Yeah.
So it was 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
that's
loaded up a cup of coffee, and I was still halfway through when I got to
to the quick serve.
the quick service area over there.
That's not too bad.
No. And like, you know me, I'll take the Skyliner over the Art of Animation or Pop Century. Depending
Yeah, I'm just
on-
saying to bring it back, you don't want to have to walk 25 minutes and have cold
Yeah,
omelet by the
no.
time you get back.
No. No, it was it's a short walk.
That's not bad.
And we had breakfast in the room again, checked out, and then we went into Epcot for a little while, did Spaceship Earth.
Okay.
Then we came back to Riviera, jumped on a bus, went to the Magic Kingdom
All
because
right.
I wanted to do Tom Sawyer Island
Yes.
one last time. So as we're walking, we're in front of Cinderella's castle, and the Main Street band was doing Christmas songs.
Yeah,
So I'm
not
like,
even the Dapper Dan's, the whole band, right?
Yeah, no, it was just the band.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So I'm like, well, we got to watch them, of course. So we watched them, and then we were walking over toward Tom Sawyer Island, and there was big lines because now everybody's going to support that because it's closing. So we're walking toward there, and I said, well, when did the Dapper Dance play? So I looked on touring plans, and I'm like, yeah, they're going to be playing in 15 minutes. You want to do Tom Sawyer Island, or you want? I'd rather do the Dapper Dance. I'm like, all right. So we walked through the gift shop, checked everything out, whatever. And then we were on Main Street and we watched a Dapper Dance.
Which is great. At Christmas, can't beat
Oh,
that.
it's so good. Did you guys check it out?
I saw them when we first got into the Magic Kingdom. We stopped to use the bathroom, and as I came out, I was waiting for the girls to get out, and they stopped right in front of the Christmas tree. They were on like one of the trucks, and they hopped out and they sang a song. So
Oh,
it
is that
was
how
kinda
they
cool.
can? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we watched them, and then we were in the big gift shop, and Gary Sinise said, you know, our people, the first week or so were military people who they brought down.
Mhm.
And then after that, they were bringing first responders who lost their lives. So he said, if you see somebody with a red shirt, go say hi to them. And it's kind of awkward, but there was somebody next to us, and Kristen said something to them. And she said, it was like, Gary brought us in at 5:00 this morning. I'm like, that's freaking cool. She's like, the place is empty. There was just a few of us. And he personally brought us in, and we went on a bunch of rides. And I'm thinking, how much does that cost? You
Yeah.
know damn well Disney probably does it, you know, at cost or below cost, but you got to pay for operations and
Sure.
employees in this. I'm like, how freaking cool is that? That not that, oh, put my name on this, whatever. Like he actually walks in with these families at
Yeah.
5 in the morning. Like it's just, I was like, oh, geez, I'm like tearing up again talking to this lady.
Yeah.
Like it's such a great foundation.
Yeah, he walks the walk. He's not just like you say, he just doesn't put his name behind it. And
Right. Like you said, you saw the videos where like he has
Yeah.
the planes charted.
Right, he's
And
on the plane.
He's on those
Yeah.
planes.
No, that's cool. So he arranges for all the families to go
Yep.
while it's not crowded, so they can get a bunch of stuff done. That's awesome.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Did you do anything else at Magic Kingdom that day?
No, because then it was time to go back to Riviera for our little meeting,
Oh,
which we
okay.
can discuss later. It was no big deal, but
Did you get
It-
just to get the little backpack and stuff?
yeah, to get something. Maybe you want a couple extra points. You want to. It was funny at Christmas. Every present I opened, I said, "Is this an add-on to Riviera? Is this a little 100-point add?"
I like how 100 points is a little add-on for you.
Oh, because she was laughing. She's like, you're such an ass. She's like, I guarantee, like, this is something that you would buy me. I'm like, absolutely. Here's 100 points and Boardwalk. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. She's like, you can have it.
The bank's gonna take the car, but we got
We got one.
100 at Boardwalk. We're good. We can Uber up there. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah. So stupid.
Yeah.
So
So
that
we
was-
hung out. We hung
Is that
out.
how you ended it? Just at Riviera?
No, we went over to EPCOT again and just
Okay.
walked around a little bit. I got another piece of pizza.
No, it was that good. You got it.
It was
again.
that good. It was that good. I got a green tea in Japan.
Was it still good the second day? Was it as good the second day?
Yeah, it was good. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because you could be inconsistent. That's for sure.
Yeah, you got to try. I think you have to give it a try. You'll probably hate it.
I don't hate it. I don't know. It doesn't look like the pizza that I like. I like a big New York, like the one we got across the street from Madison Square Garden. I want it to
That
look
was a
like
good
that.
pizza, wasn't it?
Yes, I want it to look like that. That's the kind of
11
pizza
in
I
the
like.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah, and then we just went back to Riviera and we got dinner to go. We got an Italian sandwich. Their chicken sandwich is so good.
Yes.
Have you gotten the chicken sandwich
got the
there?
Italian, the spicy Italian. That's
The
good.
spicy Italian's good. Then you get the pasta.
I got the pasta, and I've gotten something else there too. I can't remember.
Yeah, they
but-
have a chicken sandwich that's to die for. We split that when we got home, and
Mhm.
I got the banana bread. I don't know if you like banana bread, but this thing is.
I'm not a
so
huge
good.
fan, but it's got
Okay.
chocolate chips in it, right?
Yeah, it's got chocolate
Yeah, I
chips.
would
Yeah.
like it. I'll
Yeah.
like that then. Yeah. Yeah, I think my 2026 vacation, I might be hitting you up for some Riviera points.
Oh, you want to stay there now?
I might want to stay there pretty soon. Yeah. We'll talk about that off the air too.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then what else? That was pretty much it. Took the Riviera food home, and
And that was it.
because you really stretch out those last days. You don't like you check out, but then you hang out for another 6-7 hours usually.
Oh
right?
yeah, oh yeah. We try to get late checkout. I mean, yeah, we don't like leaving the resorts.
No,
The parks we're done with. We're fine. We're all
I
set.
noticed you didn't ride any rides at Magic Kingdom or Epcot or anything.
Yeah, no, we did Spaceship Earth.
Right, but I'm saying like you went to Magic Kingdom and you didn't even do anything. Like you didn't go on any rides.
No, the Dapper did. Yeah, you're exactly right. We didn't go on a.
Not even Carousel of Progress, which is usually always.
Yes.
But it sounds like you didn't even leave Main Street.
No. No, we really went up to the castle and turned around and came back. You're
That's
exactly
funny.
right. Yeah.
The only thing I would say, because you were so close, I feel like you missed out on the Hollywood studio decorations because those are really nice for Christmas.
Yeah, I agree.
But other than that, it sounds like you accomplished
Yeah,
a lot.
everything.
Got
Yeah.
a lot done. Heavy Epcot, which makes sense being so close.
Yeah, it's just.
It's
And you
nice.
can go heavy Hollywood Studios because of where we
Yeah.
are.
Right. That's what I kind of figured you would have gone there at least once just to go and see the decorations.
It's just hard when you go all the time because like you want to take a 20-minute nap before we take a shower and go to Topolino's, or it's just
Yeah, that's true.
it's hard.
Anything else you want to mention?
No, negative.
Did it get you in the Christmas spirit?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Riviera is a great resort at Christmas, surprisingly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice. Just subtle.
They do a good job. All the resorts do a good
They
job.
really do. They're all great.
I think we even
have our
mentioned that.
favorites, but they're all great.
Like Pop Century is great at Christmas.
Yeah.
Like that lobby. I've never been to the All Stars, but like any of the places I've been to at Christmas time are always beautiful and festive. And
I
they
mean, it's
do a
just the
good job.
problem is like at the values, they just have a Christmas tree in the checkout area. So it's your
Right.
check-in area. So it's not like you can sit around and have a hot cocoa.
Yeah, there's not a lot. I
Right.
guess the Pop one's okay because it's outside of the shop and everything. So you can kind of hang out there a little
Right.
bit, but there's
Yeah.
not a lot of room there for sure. All right. Well, I guess I'll wrap things up here then. You can find us online at WDWBTG. That's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, our website, WDWBTG.com. Subscribe wherever you download podcasts. You can email us info@WDWBTG.com, Mike at WDWBTG.com, and Gary at WDWBTG.com. Anything I forget?
No, you got it.
Nailed it. All right. That's going to do it for episode number 561 of the WDW Beyond the Gates podcast. For my co-host Mike, my name is Gary. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. M-I-C
See you real soon.
K-E-Y.
Why? Because we like you.